And welcome everyone to another Roulette Royale 17 Swiss Round 2 match between the wonderful Dynaso versus Falcon. We will be traveling to Miami, or we are traveling to Miami. We'll arrive there in just under 1.5 minutes. Yeah, that would be our first map for tonight. Both of these players currently on 0 points, looking to pick up their first point or maybe half a point each. Also an option for their the continuation of their Swiss stage. I hope everyone is excited for this matchup. Dynaso picked Miami despite having the worst personal best, one could say, on it. 12 minutes 8 seconds across 5 plays, won 3 of those. On the other side, Falcon only played Miami once and has won that though with in 10 minutes. Therefore, technically, his personal best is faster than Dynaso's, but we shall see. Maybe one of the players will improve their personal best here. Win rate wise, Falcon's favored with 100%, while Dynaso is at I can't do maths percent. I think that's 60. But yeah, let's see if one, both, or either player will finish this spin. We have Sierra Knox with a loud SMG as Ted Mendes and Robert Knox silenced shotgun as a food vendor. Ted Mendes, unique disguise, not inherently difficult to grab. Mostly it will mean you're starting around the dolphin fountain, as we see both players planning for that right away. Yeah, loud SMG. I'm actually not sure. That might have to be brought in, just like the silenced shotgun. Loud SMG, not a large weapon anymore with the recent edition of the it's not that recent anymore, but I will always say a recent edition of the one small loud SMG. Dynaso technically second to load in. Falcon did load in first, but had a quick restart. Both doing exactly this thing, where they shoot Ted Mendes with a trank, not even a bullet distraction or anything, as they don't have a silenced pistol with them, I imagine. Both of those players will get that. Ted Mendes disguise just fine. We just saw Dynaso hand in that briefcase is carrying a silenced shotgun and has a silenced pistol, I think, in his inventory as well. So I will imagine, not quite sure what the loadout for both of these players are, but it seems like both of them are going for Sierra first. I think that makes a lot of sense. And as I say that, Dynaso is changing his pathing.
Doesn't he wait here for like a second and I can't do this right now?
And Dynaso might just go set up Robert first. You could, seeing as it is a firearm kill, you could try to snipe him on this roof. But that would certainly be a feat or something. And especially with a shotgun, I don't think you want to necessarily do a snipe around there. And in the meantime, Falcon is infiltrating the race side area. Has still in his Ted Mendes disguise. Looks like he's gonna grab the sugar right away and will do the sugar strat, or just get Sierra with the sugar. And this is very nice from Dynaso did lure the one guard in, which has now... Ooh, that was a risky KO and a risky side KO. Trinket locked on. Let's hope that doesn't affect anything for Dynaso. Let's hope nobody heard that. I think he's... No, wait. Falcon has yellow guns. I'm not sure about Dynaso, actually. He seems like he wants to come back here, though. He has now... does now have a loud SMG from one of the guards up here. I think that's an HX-10 or something. So...
I should have destroyed the cams.
We can hear him saying he should have destroyed cams, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, Dynaso has now gotten that loud SMG from a guard and is moving towards the Kronstadt garage. Falcon already in the Kronstadt garage, picking up his smuggle from beneath here. And I believe will approach or attempt the pit stop in a second now. Now it is. Has Ted Mendes around here. So that will be a quick kill for Falcon in a second. Dynaso still a little bit away. Needs to grab the sugar. Needs to, well, get into the garage and set up the kill. But, of course, has Robert already set up. So you could argue currently favoring Dynaso. As Dynaso gets a body found. And that is an issue.
This is waiter, but where is, like, food vendor even?
Robert Knox, KO'd body, just got found
Okay, I remember.
for Dynaso. So yeah, that is a restart for him. Putting Falcon now into a pretty sizable lead. There's the loud SMG kill, and it looks like nobody heard that. There's no panic, no nothing. I'm fairly certain that this room is in fact not soundproof, but there is a trespassing area right out there, in which Falcon just conveniently ran into, pretty much equaling out the playing field again. Maybe Twitch chat can teach me better, but I did not think that that side room was silent. Where Falcon just killed Sierra in, but to me it just looked like the kill was done. There was no bullet impact noticed, no gunshot heard, no nothing. Everybody just living on a peaceful life. Both players continuing their previous run, or previous strat, however. Dynaso also clearing out the cams this time. Get that guard on a hook. Has not heard the second throw. He does want to get him into his bathroom, but that's not going to happen anymore now. Maybe now throw will work. It will indeed.
I know there's an easier way to get this, man. I'm just doing it this way.
Oh, it looks like the tires are just fine. You see, that's the problem.
Risky KO with the mirror there, but Dynaso does get it. Falcon making his way towards the Kronstadt paddock and Sierra's garage again. He's not opting to do anything for Robert first, but if he's gonna go over there anyways and he doesn't need the loadout slot, by bringing his own SMG, that works perfectly fine. This time Dynaso KO'd Robert in the side room. That should be fine, I believe.
I know what to do. It's just annoying.
So let's hope it works out this time for Dynaso and there's no random body found. But
Time loss, time loss.
yeah, for the most parts, these players are progressing quite smoothly. Falcon did get the first kill of the entire match last run and is looking to do it again in a couple of seconds, I believe, or a little bit more because he still has to run downstairs and grab his smuggler. His smuggler's in the paddock building.
I know like these are food vendors too, but like I'm not If his body gets found again, then I'm scared. And I have to reclaim my entire thoughts and tribulations.
So
Here, including yourself.
let's see, Dynaso. This time nobody found for him, at least not at this point in time. This was about when his last time the body of Robert got found, so seems to be fine. And he gets a random non-target kill. Wow, he just wanted to shoot a distraction shot. I wanted to say he does have the slight lead by just having Robert already KO'd,
You know what?
but
You know what? True. You know what? True.
not like that, sadly.
Okay, that pisses me off, man. That's never happened to me once playing this game, man. That's crazy.
47. The race is over. Sierra is coming off the track. Any touch.
That's never happened. I guess I've never attempted that type of distraction shot on back.
So, yeah, big restart for Dynaso as Falcon yet again.
I do
Falcon is tranking this one outside guard. But that can't be the only one hearing this, right? Nope. It immediately, this time it went to searching. Like it should be likely. Somebody heard that. Somebody found the outside guard now as well. Now Dino just has to, this time, get out without being spotted around here. He leaves the trespassing zone. There are just some crowd enforcers around here. But if he can work around those nicely. Falcon definitely is in the lead. Has a blue egg for a potential food vendor already.
Yeah, am I dumb? Am I dumb as hell? We're too late. Surely we're not 24 seconds into the thing. Wait.
And is opting. Oh, there is a free food vendor right there. That, of course, makes his life a little bit easier. One of these two is an enforcer for him now, so he... Ooh, this is risky. He's gonna throw something to turn her. Yeah, that should have worked, or should work.
Why don't you try jitter based on an old Native American recipe and
So... Falcon
Country girls make food.
on his way to Robert now to close out this spin. I think has the silenced shotgun in his briefcase, I assume.
Anyway, then I'm just gonna get the last.
There it is on his back now. And yeah, Robert, technically not the most difficult kill, as Dynaso gets a little bit luckier with the corner subdue on...
I love a late edition.
Ooh, Falcon has brought a silenced SMG instead of a silenced shotgun.
Love a late addition to the party, man.
That is very, very unlucky. He was one tab too early in the inventory. As Dynaso earlier pulled out a big save here, corner subduing a guard. I think he heard him shoot the cameras or something, I believe. He was investigating outside on the balcony, and he is trespassing around here right now.
Sucks because I don't want to. Takes too much time. This takes too much time. I could just be gone. Dude, if I just brought an SMG, I could just be gone.
So let's see. Dynaso neatly picking up the loud SMG from a guard up here. And yeah, will now make his way over. Both players therefore pretty similar in terms of in-game position. And ooh, you can vault that. Huh. I did not know that that was a vault stop. A vault prompt that both of these players actually just used, skipping like a little bit of the catwalk up there. But yeah, both players are now making their way to the Kronstadt garage. And
He's super safe, and I'm gonna wait for the mechanic. Except timings are gonna be completely different.
well, yeah, get the Sierra kill. Sorry, my brain is for some reason a little bit slow today. I don't know. So picked up a VIP invitation, showing it to the guard here. Very nice. While Falcon has to resort back to a crowbar, to a medical door in the back of the area. But that should be fine. Yeah, both players seem pretty similar in terms of position in-game, but Dynaso's slight advantage for already having Robert KO'd. And pretty much set up for the kill. Just needs to get the disguise and get over there. That was something he started previously with. He has no big whoosh. I thought that whoosh was going to be bigger from that one guard. Also, Falcon still has to run all the way down the stairs in the paddock building to grab his smuggle, which he showcased a couple times earlier.
I guess I can still mess up food vendor. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong food vendor.
So let's see. Dynaso initiating the pit stop, while Falcon first, as I mentioned, gonna run grab his smuggle. He is gonna take care of the cams though. He's currently still green. I think it's something he struggled with in his previous runs, where he did turn orange. At least once in one of his previous attempts. So just keeping those green guns. It's only something very nice. So Falcon will start the pit stop. Now Dynaso just came out of it and is gonna get Sierra in here, I believe.
I'm gonna box her, and I'm gonna run to the other disguise. And surely
Talked a little bit about his strategy now, I think. Just making sure he knows what he has to do.
Ted Mendez loud SMG.
And this will be the first time Dynaso kills Sierra in this. Close the door first. No. A little bit of a messy kill for Dynaso, but he should be fine. There's someone immediately outside this door. Searches for a vault prompt, doesn't find one. What is he? Oh, he's going for the Kronstadt, for one of the engineers' disguise. Oh, he does have some enforcers around though. But he seems to be fine. Very, very risky place from Dynaso there. But managed to get out.
I wasn't even looking at my screen, and I definitely could have ripped to that guy right walking by.
In the meantime, Falcon now about to do the same. Will KO Sierra first. I mean, that's also quite an easy and safe way of doing it. And Dyno grabbing the free Preventer Disguise, while Falcon just picked up the Sierra kill as well, using the SMG he smuggled in. Some of the forces around here, and just needs to make sure he can exit this. And no, he's caught trespassing again. A journalist looking straight at him while he tries to vault that fence as quickly as possible. So that now puts Falcon to or gives Dynaso a big advantage. Falcon on the back foot now. Needs to hope that Dynaso messes something up. Which is certainly not impossible. as we have seen previously. I mean, last time it was the issue that Falcon did bring in the wrong item, but
Think about your moves. Silent shotgun.
we shall see. Dynaso did get the kill and everything very nicely, and shotgun to this door, taking the helicopter exit. 18 minutes 52, no improvement of the personal best, but
Oh, I skipped it.
at least winning the first map,
I swear it was.
getting 2 first points. Very, very nicely done.
Oh, I didn't mean.
And winning his
I just automatically
map pick.
what I do when I play contracts. Oh.
And we will be moving on to Mumbai in a couple of minutes. Just quickly gonna point out something I just learned during this map as well. It was announced right at the start of this match. There is gonna be emergency maintenance for the game starting at midnight Central European time and finish at a roughly 3 a.m. Central European time. So that starts in about 40 minutes and takes 3 hours to complete. So I guess we can only hope that we can finish the match beforehand. Dynaso on a lead. If it's going to be a 6-0, we could be done, but Mumbai next, and that could very well be a 30-minute timeout tie. Wouldn't be the first one we saw. Certainly not the last one either. Mumbai, a map that has a lot of caveats that we need to pay attention to. But for now, we will continue playing worst case until the maintenance starts. Dynaso's first time playing Mumbai competitively, 0-0-0, no personal best. Falcon not, played it 6 times but lost all of them so far. So in that sense, it's an interesting map pick from him, but maybe it's just, thought it's just a map that Dynaso hasn't picked a lot or at all. Generally dislikes, and even though he's 0-6 on it, 6 plays is a lot of experience that he may be able to fall back to. We see Dynaso already telling us he didn't practice for Mumbai. So Dynaso very much seeing the option for a tie here, but maybe the spin arriving in 3 seconds will make him believe differently. It is gonna be Wazir Khalil injected poison as a thug, Vanya Shah explosion accident as a metal worker, Dawood Rangan SMG as a Bollywood bodyguard. Was it always called Bollywood bodyguard? I thought that was just like bodyguard or something. I don't know. Anyways, this is actually not too terrible of a spin, I would say. Injected poison thug Wazir Khalil. So it's if you like, you can't do standard skywalk with that, obviously, since it's a live kill. But I know there is some Mumbai tech that I don't know, but maybe Falcon will show us that allows you to get an early thug and an early maelstrom kill. Falcon starting Charles. We shall see.
A thug that I can grab very fast without Kaiser getting away.
There are reports that maintenance might already be starting earlier than announced in just over 7 minutes. So hopefully those are in fact wrong, and we do see at least a half an hour of playing here before maintenance started. We see Falcon getting that early thug. This was the strat I was thinking about. I personally have not played enough Mumbai to do this one myself at all, but I know there's an option here. Dynaso has started Skywalk. Ooh. Falcon has lured the wrong guy. There's a guard that's gonna come here instead of the Maelstrom, but that not leaves the Maelstrom unattended. Maybe Falcon can get away with this. Oh, and he can. Target eliminated, and immediately afterwards the Holy Man crossed the corner and would have spotted that, but Falcon found the like one window where he can do the injection. Very nicely done. Dynaso realized he doesn't have an injected poison on him. But yeah, Falcon in the lead now. One could argue these last two kills aren't the most difficult if you know a Dawood isolation pretty much. Doesn't really matter which one for that. You can do a barge isolation just fine. You can do a snail or blue egg isolation following the brick. You can do a lot of things. Vanya isn't really an issue anymore here. Explosion accident. I think there's a propane on the way to her, or just like around the corner here somewhere. Metal worker obviously in this little shed in front of Falcon right now, so that's an easy disguise to grab as well. And yeah, the Bollywood bodyguard will be wherever you decide to take care of Dawood Rangan, and then the SMG is going to be something I have to think about. But either you can get a loud SMG from this Queen's Guard, but I also just see that Falcon has brought in a silenced SMG on him, as Dynaso gets a target lockdown. Red guns, maybe not exactly what he wanted to do. Crime noticed. There was an attempt for sure, but I don't think it worked out exactly how he wanted to. Falcon KOing the two metal workers, throwing one of his two bricks. We'll switch disguise, and I don't think he has a propane yet. Oh, he has an oil canister. That, of course, works as well. If you don't pour... I don't think you have to pour, you can just shoot it, and it will count as an explosion. As Dynaso, he tries a quick disguise steal on these thugs and then get the Maelstrom, which can work, I believe, but apparently not the way Dino is doing right now. So yeah, sadly, Dynaso has so far failed to produce any run lasting longer than a minute, pretty much. While Falcon initiated the brick already on his second kill, and could be minutes away, or only a couple minutes. Minutes sounds like a lot, but like really only a couple minutes away from finishing this spin. Vanya on the ground, oil canister right there. The explosion could get these chaos bodies found, because this is gonna get hurt by someone. There are the thugs on the stairs, and Falcon is aware of that, and that is also what Apricot said in chat. He worries that those bodies might get found, although this guard's currently not really contributing to anything.
Dude, I
if that is all the investigation he's gonna do,
Actually gonna be a rip.
then Falcon
Cook over here, but
is gonna be fine. And I was so focusing on Falcon that I totally missed Dynaso getting the Maelstrom kill green guns this time.
you know what? Maybe I can just do Dawood at like I get like a weird.
It seems like Falcon is fine with this, and Dynaso as well. God, I need to go back and check how Dynaso managed to get that Wazir Kali kill, but Falcon seems to be fine, even though with a lot of KO'd bodies around there. That was very nicely done. Falcon over here now with a blue egg in hand, bunching up the 3 bodyguards of Dawood, dropping the egg. Gonna KO this one food vendor, and he quickly needs to KO Dawood as well. He has run quite far already. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like this. He's not gonna isolate Dawood immediately near the bridge, but on the other hand, this might be kill opportunity, but no immediate combat. I think somebody on the roof probably saw that. And that is heartbreaking rip for Falcon, who's pretty much at the end of this run. If he had just, well, gotten Dawood a bit earlier in his path,
Wrong disguise.
that would have been fine. As Dynaso just said it, he did a wrong disguise kill on Vanya Shai, did a drive-by with the propane. So synchronized restarts for both players.
I'm having too much fun with this one.
And now we can see if and how Dynaso is approaching this Maelstrom kill. Throw to get him into that bathroom. 2 tranks, and then a disguise steal, I believe. Just in time before the Holy Man turns the corner. And then an injection on the Maelstrom. Very nicely done. That this worked out for Dynaso. So, yeah, both players were pretty far in their run, I want to say. Falcon pretty much last kill, or was on the last kill, just sadly got it a red guns. Had to restart. Dynaso got the 2nd kill, only 3rd kill to go, but got in a wrong disguise and did get spotted doing it. He also missed the propane the first time while shooting, so the guards were already in alerted state. Maybe otherwise could have managed to do it. Just gonna look up Roulette resources now in the meantime. Let's quickly watch. But I don't see, is he looking up metalworkers? Might be looking up metalworkers, not realizing that there are literally 2 of them right next to Vanya.
Wait, Skywalk? Dude, that's where I started, man.
He has found a free one, apparently. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's actually scared of the bodies being found if he drive-bys Vanya, which would be a very smart thing to consider. Therefore, getting those 2 isn't necessarily an option. And it looks like Dynaso will move and get a different one. Well, in the meantime, I'm very curious to see how Falcon is going to approach this. I'm not sure if he is... Ooh, and Dynaso, I think, got caught trespassing. Yep, ran face first into an enforcer. Sadly, another restart. I wonder if Falcon is going to do anything differently with the bodies around here, knowing that there is going to be guards investigating that, although the guards didn't really manage to find anything previously. So maybe that's not something he's afraid of. Alternatively, I'm curious. I don't think he took out the 2 Queen's Guards like he did previously. But he obviously does still have a little bit of time to do so, if he chooses to do so, but currently doesn't look like it. Looks like Falcon will attempt the drive-by as well. That could be dangerous. Seeing as he has the 2 metal workers KO'd right there. Falcon thought about the drive-by, but now Vanya's entourage has caught up, and they are past his not propane, but oil canister. Bumping them will only ever delay them so much. They will still run after Vanya. This is about the spot where Dynaso got her as well, and this time Falcon did it live. And so far, green guns, as long as those 2 metal workers aren't found by the other guards, should be fine, but it was not the case. Red guns for Falcon means another restart. And another restart for Dyno, who also just managed to obtain those precious 2 red guns.
So fast I can't give him a needle in his hat.
My records show a few
I can't give him back
residential
poison.
complaints about a new tenant in the building.
That's what all the kids
Something
are into.
related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into.
And let's see.
Hiding somewhere in the city streets. I've marked the headquarters.
Ooh, Dynaso got spotted shooting one of the
Why?
tranks or something. So therefore that overrode the trank sedative on the guard and caught Falcon. So yeah, both players at the start of their run again, attempting the Maelstrom kill. Both in very different ways. Did Falcon just... Or was that another guy? It was another guy. This one here is the Maelstrom. At least I think Falcon thinks that. Let's hope he's right. I wouldn't know, but Falcon is right. I have never doubted, as Dynaso just did another restart.
This is why I don't.
Apparently, the Hitman maintenance is slowly starting. First players are getting disconnects, or at least can't launch the game anymore. Therefore, we might have to interrupt this match after this map. But hopefully for the next 15 minutes we will see no disconnects from either player, and a fair Mumbai being played out. So yeah, Falcon starting his approach off the Vanya kill again. I wonder what he'll do differently this time. Last time he got ripped because these 2, or one of these 2 at the very least, metalworkers got found.
Actually, you know what?
So I am curious if
I know it's slow.
Falcon will just try to get the explosion accident kill at another position, or
We're a commission.
what his plan will be. Getting it earlier, getting it later. Maybe, I mean, judging by The path Falcon is taking, he will just attempt to do the Vanya kill earlier in her path, which might just shift the position of the panic a little bit earlier. Just needs to make sure he does hit this. There it is. That was that canister, and Vanya just flew high up into the air. Currently, don't even see a searching or anything, but no, there's definitely this guard around, and these guards around here even alerted. Falcon has to hope that no one finds those metalworker bodies. If no one does, Falcon once again could be out in a couple of minutes. Last time he did rip on this Dawood kill. Hopefully this time that won't become an issue. He's here lots earlier. Dawood not even near the barge yet. In the meantime, Dynaso this time, the players have swapped their strategies almost. Falcon now does the drive-by that Dynaso did in his first attempt, while Dynaso is now KOing everyone, including Vanya, not including Vanya, either of the two, and try to get the kill in a safe way. One could say that was red guns for a second there because of the target lockdown, but yes, Dynaso's fine. At least for now. Let's hope for none of the bodies in the train yard being found. Ooh, interesting. Falcon tries a coin trail for Dawood. He has the coins to just exit, but the food vendor that he KO'd and put to the side is being found by one of the bodyguards, leading to red guns. Sadly, it wasn't Dawood himself. Otherwise, that would have been recoverable. But now Dino is working on this and has just gotten a body found as well. So unlucky. Not sure if he hasn't realized yet or if he's just continuing on. I was not tracked for sure. He has the red guns now. And it was Vanya that got found. I mean, okay, actually Vanya was an accident kill, but he did turn red, so certainly something must have been off. Seems like it does. Rima was found. Thanks, Chikapunk, for pointing that out. The assistant of Vanya. Maybe it just wants to check if this works or something. Lots of options. Okay, he literally just said he knows it's red guns. Is he watching the stream? No, I don't think so. Does the kill, and there's the restart. Less than 10 minutes remaining. We did see on Dynaso he was on about, I think, 6 minutes in or something when restarting. So this is not a slow spin necessarily. Joker J in chat earlier said he got already ran. It's got a 5 minute and 3 seconds. I would argue it's hard to optimize beyond that, especially in a match like this. Dynaso is getting blocked. Oh, no, I don't think he's getting blocked, actually. He's intentionally delaying the Maelstrom. But yeah, I missed one of his tranks, and I think that is already ruined the run for him. Restart for Dynaso. But yeah, 6-7 minutes is likely going to be the finishing time for these players, I would guess. So they definitely have a couple of attempts left, but not a ton anymore. Clock is ticking down. Yeah, the Maelstrom kill can be done quite fast, as we can see on Dynaso's end, actually. Maybe Chad was arguing or discussing earlier if Skyward could actually be faster than Charles here. And we see Dynaso getting the kill at 40 seconds. I'm not sure about Falcon's timing, but I don't think it's much slower than that, but could be slower, actually. So... yeah, lots of options. Falcon swapped to using a propane rather than the oil tank. I did not see what he changed in his loadout for that. Maybe he got a trank, which could allow him to get some other bodies in a more safe way.
I'm doing it, man. I'm doing cover subdue. I'm doing cover subdue.
Let's see.
Is it 'cause I have a briefcase on my head?
Pause on Falcon's end.
Since when we're briefcases
Let's hope that isn't foreshadowing to anything, as Dynaso is grabbing a metal worker all the way back here near his start.
I'm fine. Swoosh? More like swoosh. Just saying. Because this is such a loud explosion, maybe I should just do it when she's like walking over here. So that no guards go over there.
6.5 minutes. Actually more, 6 minutes 50. Remaining on the spin timer. Pretty long pause for Falcon. I don't know what exactly. Oh, saying that he is back. Maybe some IRL things going on. Can always happen, of course. He does have a pretty low hitbox for that propane by the looks of things. Those shots need to hit perfectly, and they do. They do. Falcon getting the kill. But we see 4 minutes in-game time for Falcon running to the last kill, so it's gonna be a 5-6 minute spin for him as well, which does mean, though, any restart later than about now could mean that you're not finishing the spin anymore. We just passed 6 minutes remaining. Both players were inches away from finishing this spin in multiple instances. This is what Falcon grabbed instead of the oil canister. A trank, one shot already used, and the second shot will be used on this food vendor, it seems. So even if he gets spotted by one of the bodyguards on the way, he will not lose his SA. So now it's a little bit of waiting. Oh yeah, and he's trying to coin trail Darwood to his side, I believe. Dynaso, close combat herd, ending his run. He is restarting. 5 minutes left on the clock, however. Fairly unlikely that Dynaso will be able to finish this spin at all. But he's making another attempt at it. Very nice. Falcon currently playing the waiting game. Has to wait for Darwood to arrive. Not Darwood. Oh yes, Darwood. Oh my god, I'm switching up names. So yeah, this is the big moment for Falcon. The food vendor wasn't found yet. There's the blue egg drop for Falcon. The coins were found by Darwood. So he is on an active lure. Now he just needs to get this kill without being spotted. Green gun so far. Huge server lag, and he is at the exit. But this could be... This could be server maintenance kicking in for Falcon. He is on connecting. He has finished the spin. It's Green Gun's SA for him for now. And his hitman is stuck on connecting, as we see. The maintenance is supposed to start in 12 minutes, I believe, but some players have already been getting caught in the disconnects. Seems like the connections of active sessions is slowly dropping from Hitman. Dynaso's game seems to still work fine, but yeah. Dynaso, Falcon currently being robbed from this win. It seems to be fine. There's no panicking NPCs around, nothing. Just an unfortunate reconnect on Falcon's end. I'm very curious that he didn't get a pop-up yet. Pop-up saying like here your connection to the Hitman servers has been lost. Please reconnect or go offline.
Right here is the edge of their vision con. So
Yeah, the 3-hour IOI maintenance has just started, and I mean this is, or just started and is officially starting in 10 minutes.
almost there. Excellent work, 40 seconds.
And yeah, we have the done press from Falcon. He has been instructed by our lovely match admin, GK Punk, to just finish. So we will get the finish timestamp. And yeah, admins have decided that this, as Dynaso is getting a crash, Falcon will be getting his 2 points for this Mumbai, because it is beyond his control, the IOI maintenance, and there we see it 2 for 2. It disconnected at the last possible second. For him, like 5 seconds more, and he would have been able to press that finish prompt. So yeah, he will be getting 2 points, and I believe there's the disconnection prompt for him now. Reconnecting will not work. Dynaso will not get back into the match, into the game anymore. We see it that. Server maintenance starting on the end of Dynaso. Falcon disconnected, and not a reconnecting. The match will be postponed for now. When we pick it back up is obviously up to the players to coordinate a new date and time. Sadly, this maintenance was literally, I think, announced about an hour ago. So otherwise, we obviously would have moved this match beforehand. But once we pick back up, we will pick up at a 2 for 2 score, coming with the first random map being Colorado, which is one of the random maps following. It can be any of the 19 maps in the trilogy, apart from Miami and Mumbai. Those two were picked, and Haven and Haven. I am very mad about this, by the way. Double Haven ban from both the players. Players aware, notified of the maintenance, and since the maintenance does go for 3 hours, not just like a single one or something, might see a bigger reschedule here. But for now, this is where we leave our match. I will not show the brackets now, because there is nothing that has changed there. But what hasn't changed just yet are the upcoming matches. On the top currently, the ongoing match, Dynaso versus Falcon. Obviously, not ongoing anymore, and will be rescheduled to a later date. Earliest in 3 hours, but probably a little bit more, as it is about midnight Central European time now. But tomorrow we will pick up with Rivals again at 15, 16, 16, 19 o'clock. 4 matches tomorrow. so far scheduled: Peter Dutton PM versus Challen Reindeer, Kalibalka versus Pack, Deadly Muffin Man versus Alex Hiller, and Spot the Cat versus Zai. Always, all of them happening tomorrow. And then, of course, more on Sunday, more on Monday. I believe I'm actually not sure when the deadline for this round is. Just now, it is Sunday. So no matches or no round 2 matches on Monday just yet. Only on Sunday. All right. At this point, I think all I've left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Thanks to GK Punk for adminning at least the first half of this match for us. Thanks to the two players for playing, obviously. And yeah, sorry for the inconvenience, of course, for this match now. Thanks all of you for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another Roulette Rivals match or the second half of this one. Thank you, and goodbye. I do see a countdown, so I would say we are ready to jump in. Welcome everyone to another Roulette Rivals 17 Swiss Round 2 match. It is part 2 of the Dynaso versus Falcon round 2 matchup. We are headed to Colorado in a minute after we did have a little bit of troubles getting this match started, but here we are now. We did play the first 2 maps of this matchup yesterday at exactly this time. We played Miami and Mumbai, while each player won their own map. However, at the end of that, IOI had started some emergency maintenance on the servers, which means we couldn't continue the match, and therefore had to abandon it yesterday. So first 2 maps are played already, which is why the players are 2 for 2, and we will continue this match now. So this is a part 2, so to speak. Heading to the first random map, Colorado. Any of the 19 maps remain without Miami and Mumbai. Those 2 were picked and played yesterday. And Haven were also excluded. Very sad to see that myself. But this Colorado, second time and third time for these players. Let's see if we can get this. It is going to be Sean Rose, Loud SMG Militia Cook, Penelope Graves, Consumed Poison Militia Spec Ops, Ezra Burke, Screwdriver Explosive Specialist, and Maya Parvati, Militia Technician with a Cleaver. What do we think of this spin? Well, it is Consumed Poison Penelope. That's the first thing that comes that I spot here. It shouldn't be too terribly difficult. I think there's just a water bottle that you can poison for her, and she eventually drinks from that. I do not know timing of that, and Dynaso is looking it up as we speak. I can't read it, but he's gonna watch a video of it. While Falcon already starting Westbridge. No suit, so technically not needed, but certainly an option. Do you see a distraction? Something. Dynaso still figuring out the consumed poison kill. I think there are multiple ways to do it, and I mean, Roulette Resource is such a great way of, well, getting to know about these opportunities that you have. Falcon, though, leading now, and I believe Ezra is actually on his way to leave compound, the basement already. Yeah, he is about to press the button, so yeah, Falcon's gonna be compromised from Ezra. Was a bit slow to get into the basement, and that is an unfortunate restart, and which basically gave Dynaso the time to catch up now. In hacker start, first try getting Sean down. So yeah, perfect start for Dynaso. Hacker start, obviously an option. You don't need anything else really. You don't need your suit, most specifically. Let's see. Falcon this time made it into the basement fast enough. Ezra did start his dialogue with the herald that he's interrogating. That is always the catch. If you hear Ezra speak as soon as you enter the basement or come near it, he will not move for a couple of seconds. Or maybe even minutes, I'm not exactly sure. But if he doesn't, if you wait just a little bit too long before entering, then he will move further. Falcons has red guns. That might just be Ezra seeing someone. I think that is what Falcon is suspecting as well.
Cleaver technician.
Since he is continuing on.
Cleaver technician. I'll maybe even do cook.
So, yeah, a bit of a pause from Falcon. Might be thinking about what to do next. Militia technician and a cleaver would, for most people, be the obvious choice, since a quick early Maya kill certainly is desirable. But if Falcon tries to getting this technician out here, which is quite unorthodox, I want to say, and does get it spotted into combat and killed. Or not killed, but would have been killed. It needs to restart. And yeah, that now puts Dynaso in the lead, who hasn't bothered to do anything for Maya yet, although he has a little bit more time to spare, I want to say, because he did start in the hacker disguise, but Maya already here. I fear Dynaso might not have enough time. Oh, although it's not a live kill at all. Okay, I'm actually stupid. For some reason, I thought this Maya kill has to be done live, but of course that is not the case. So Dynaso is well in time, as Falcon gets a target lockdown on his Ezra isolation, which will see him restart once more. Dynaso is actually, seems like he wants to do the Maya kill now, alive. Is gonna get spotted changing disguise. We'll still just kill Maya. First kill done for Dynaso, but sadly his run was red and the kill was seen anyways.
Knocked out. I just wanted to do it at the same time to save time, but you're right.
So that is a quick restart. Let's see if, oop, no lock on the hacker start. That's what can happen there. And not even hitting the restart button. That is some time lost there. As we see Falcon clearing out the basement. Target lockdown, that's the difficulties that you can have with hacker start. It's not the easiest start to pull off. Plenty of things to go wrong. Not this time though. Dynaso getting his hacker start done and dusted. Or at least the Sean isolation, which is arguably the harder part of this hacker start. Falcon does know about this bottle apparently. I think that is the bottle that you can poison for Maya, and he does so. Will he be able to get his briefcase back? No, let's hope he doesn't need that, but looking at the spin, it's very unlikely. I mean, in Colorado, generally, you don't really need a briefcase, I would guess. I don't think there's anything that's really illegal to carry in some disguises, apart from the hacker disguise. Hacker disguise obviously not allowed to carry weapons openly, but every other disguise is, so... That is perfectly fine. And Falcon does get an orange cook trying to shoot a seeker on him from the side. Trank, of course. And now here gets red guns spotted while shooting open the gate. In the meantime, Dynaso, ooh. Dynaso failed to pick up, I assume, the poison from Ezra. Ezra does drop some lethal poison, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Wait, does Ezra drop it? I think Ezra drops it, right? That you can use to, in this spin for in particular, kill Penelope with. So you don't need to bring in the consume poison, which is very nice. But Dynaso forgot that and immediately restarted, didn't even bother going back for it. Falcon for, I want to say the first time in this spin, gets a green guns Ezra installation. Of course, both players just ignoring Penelope from the start. Which makes perfect sense. You obviously cannot KO her, since you do need to get the consume poison kill, which is live technically. I mean, not technically, it is live. So yeah, Falcon. Ooh, Falcon dropped the gun for the one guard, but the guard did not care. He was walking a little bit forward, and Falcon started doing the illegal action, but sadly the guard stopped and basically stood side by side with 47, which caused Falcon to rip there. Dynaso on the other side did get the poison done, so that's the the Penelope kill ticking down. Both of these players wanting to get the Chef grab early, which does make a lot of sense, I want to say. Chef definitely one of the disguises that you can rip to the most trying to grab it. So just getting that out of the way early definitely helps your chances of a successful run completion. And also having some troubles with this Trank, but does get it now. Switches, has the Cook disguise. And is going to pick up the Cleaver in a second as well. He was considering to do it in Hacker, but that's obviously illegal.
Did I miss Maya timing? I missed Maya timing. I waited too long. I waited too long. I waited too long. I waited too long. I waited too long.
And this time, the weapon distraction worked for Falcon. So that is the kill setup for Falcon as well. While Maya is running away for Dynaso. And he will immediately restart. Not waiting for a second cycle. No way.
I love that it's Colorado, Mumbai, Colorado, Mumbai, Colorado. I love that. For me, now.
And now he will spend at least a couple of attempts getting this Hacker start done. All the meantime, Falcon grabbing the Spec Ops. I don't know exactly at what timing Penelope drinks, but if she drinks anytime, and not anymore, she would have drunk in those couple of seconds that Falcon spent in the Militia Spec Ops disguise. Would have been green. Currently would be a red guns kill, but I assume Falcon knows what he's doing. And is also advancing towards Maya.
I love this game.
She is running away from Falcon as well. This is sadly not really gonna work out for Falcon. I think, yeah, he's gonna go for a second cycle as well. He is gonna go for a second cycle. Dynaso immediately restarted. While Falcon now apparently wanting to grab the Militia Cook. Both players so far have been struggling with these early minutes of the spin. I don't think we've actually seen a single kill done successfully yet. But a lot of these kills are just going to be coming one after the other. Dynaso got the hacker start done. Falcon clearing out. Sean's shed doesn't have the weapon nor the disguise. Might need to hurry up a little bit at least. Penelope might be drinking from that bottle in a little bit. And Falcon is gonna go for the safe option. Get into the malicious backups disguise. Penelope. I think now she's on her way to the greenhouse. I don't know.
You can just trank him when he's right there.
And that's gonna be the kill for Falcon. And afterwards, I'm not exactly sure what he's waiting on in this situation. There he is. There's the kill. Falcon, first kill done. He needs a militia cook disguise to get Sean Rose now, or a technician disguise to get Maya. Maya is still gonna be a solid minute or two away. But Falcon will take this time and grab an explosive specialist. Just also one of the required kills for this. Gonna use a peekaboo or thrown distraction rather. Rather than the radio. I wonder what Dynaso is doing right now, actually. He has Maya right here. In the militia cook disguise. Dynaso made some great progress. Only a couple of minutes off the run. He did blue egg this technician.
Right? Is this guy a technician? I forget who's a technician. Who's a technician, bro?
He's looking for some technicians around here, as we can see, can hear. Well, as you know, there's two in Sean's shed. Now he's gonna find out. Two technicians in here. Subduing this is a little bit risky. It does take quite a while, and there's an open window right there. Seems like it worked out for Dynaso, though. But that's a body found on Maya. I believe
I'm gonna kill myself. I think I'm actually gonna kill myself.
the guard that was woken up, that he blue egged, looked around for a little bit and found Maya. So that is another restart for Dynaso. Falcon on the other side, making great progress. Approaching 7 minutes, second Maya timing. Did miss the first one, but now he has everything he needs, including a Maya on a hook. Getting her to that befabled box. An early throw, but seems to be green, a dump, and that's 2 kills down. And the last 2 are already KO'd. Falcon needs to grab a screwdriver and an explosive specialist now to get the Ezra kill and the militia cook and a loud SMG. The loud SMG is carried by the militia cook himself, I believe. Getting the militia cook is a little bit, can be painful. Let's see. Falcon has actually brought a loud SMG. So it could be when that hacker right there, no, not that hacker, that soldier, could be spotting this KO, if you ask me. Falcon, and now the soldier, the pissing soldier arrives for Falcon, so that is gonna be even more delayed. A throw KO and a dump for the soldier. Now all that's remaining is getting the cook. So let's hope that works out for Falcon. He did waste one of his loadout slots pretty much by bringing in a loud SMG. But that is perfectly fine. Dynaso showcasing her with a trank. You can get this grab or this disguise much easier and much quicker. But so far, Falcon in a pretty substantial lead. This is going to be deciding for his run. The dump, fine. Disguise, swap, unseen. So that is as Dynaso does not get Maya on the distraction. Falcon, please move that body closer to a box before shooting it. Thank you. Even moving his exit disguise a little bit closer, although he can't just run out in the cook's disguise. Falcon, bit of a whoosh from the window. So far, fine. So there are people in here now. Let's hope they don't see him switch. They are enforcers to this disguise now. Falcon, maybe you shouldn't have switched. Oof. So far, still green. Wow, and that enforcer turns his back. Another enforcer out here, but no, Falcon is dodging them like a grandmaster. Like a true assassin, he went unseen through there. And Falcon looking pretty strong now. Explosive specialist on his body, screwdriver in hand, Ezra Berg lying in the basement. His skull is exposed. And in a couple of seconds, a very sharp screwdriver plows right into that, and there it is. Falcon meters away from the exit. Is he even gonna go the long way? He might not have taken care of cams, actually. That would have been a valid reason. And 20 minutes and 1 second. I believe this is Falcon's first competitive Colorado victory. And there we see it. 5 stars. Silent assassin as required. Another restart from Dynaso. Will certainly wrap this up. With Falcon taking the lead in the continuation of this match with a 2-4 score. 2 points a leading match point for him coming up in a couple of minutes in Paris.
That's ridiculous. Think about that. Now that's ridiculous.
This Colorado has given both these players a lot of trouble. Let's hope that having the number of possible targets is going to make this a little bit easier as we go to the very first map in the trilogy that we run on. And therefore a map that has been played, practiced, and perfected a lot for sure. Maybe not by these players, but certainly by the community. We see Dynaso has played it twice so far, lost both of them. But is showcasing some very, very quick strats. Straight from the start. Falcon has won here before. With a 1-2-0 scoreline. Personal best of 10 minutes. Could certainly be improving that. But yeah, map record even less than that, a lot less than that, almost 1/10 of it. 1:36, put up by Scruffy in RR14, which I think was 3 tournaments ago at this point. Wait, we're in 17, so 16, yeah, 3 tournaments ago, I think. No, I can't do math. Anyways, it is Paris. Both players doing some practice and showing off some very nice strats here. Dynaso does have yellow guns, but I'm sure he will try to not get those in the real deal. Dynaso also on the back foot now. He needs either a win or a tie in Paris in order to prolong this match and have a chance at winning. Although with a tie, he can only hope to tie this match. He can no longer win. So in order to take a full point for the remainder of his Swiss stage, Dynaso needs to win this Paris now, which will come. Nurse Sagan with the following spin: Viktor Novikov, Assault Rifle, NTKO as Palace Staff, Dalia Margolis, Explosion Accident as the Chef. Interesting one. NTKO on Victor does sometimes screw with strats a little bit, since a lot of the times just isolate him early and then do the kill whenever you need to.
This is attic start. Am I like a sociopath to say this is attic start?
And so far, we see both players starting on the top floor of the palace, although Falcon is starting at the auction, while Dynaso starting in the attic. Falcon might just want to quickly set up a Dahlia kill, as we have seen him just immediately medic her and going to her bathroom from the other side, while Falcon, Dynaso, had a little bit of troubles trying to get his briefcase down here. There is a guard, sadly, who is now gonna find that briefcase very, very interesting, but an interesting corner subdue. Of course, that guard had no chance of seeing 47 in any way, shape, or form. Will allow Dynaso to prolong his run. 2 seeker shots. Let's hope at least one of them hit that. Preferably even both, as Dynaso will have some running ahead of him. Getting a Palace Staff. I do not know which is the quickest Palace Staff from here. Last time I did it, I actually had to go for, or I went for the free Palace Staff in the basement, which certainly is an option, but I'm almost guaranteed sure there's a quicker one. Then so even picking up the fireworks remote, so could be another option of doing it even quicker, or not necessarily quicker, but actually prolonging Victor on the top floor for even longer. Let's see, Dynaso luring this Palace Staff inside this bathroom. A box nearby will allow him to get that disguise and immediately run up to Victor again. Falcon choosing to get the chef's disguise first. I am very curious to see what Falcon's plan for the Victor kill is. But so far so good. But Dynaso gets spotted on cams. He was up there. He wanted to run towards Victor, who was still puking in the Sheik's bathroom, but sadly he and now he gets into combat with this guard. He ran into a camera. Falcon might be searching for a propane right now, and I think this is one of the few propanes that are actually on the map. And there is a Palace Staff right there, if I'm not mistaken. By the looks of things. Or there's 2 Palace Staff in here even. Let's hope nobody finds them, but that should be fine, at least either for now or for later. Oh, there is a conveniently placed closet in this room as well, so Falcon can get rid of that body.
I hate them. I hate them. I'm just gonna wait.
And Falcon has the propane in hand. Chef disguise still on, is gonna make his way all the way up and kill Dahlia. It seems. I don't know. Yeah, no. The chef, as we can see, certainly not allowed around the top floor here, but he will switch into an event technician, who's at least allowed down here, but not all the way up. Falcon doing a disguise train here. Now he's gonna get one of the bodyguards in this bathroom. Gotta watch that minimap to hope the other guard isn't running in while he's busy. But yeah, the bodyguard obviously allowed on the top floor, so he'll likely use that to set up the propane kill and then just detonate it later. He does have a remote explosive duck, I believe. Or at least it might be a concussion duck or anything to set up or set off the propane rather. He can't just run in from the other side, I believe, but a well-placed throw should do the trick as well. As Dynaso, once again, in troubles. Got the quick palace staff on his way up, though. Guard spotted him, tried to blue egg him, but sadly the whoosh was too much. So that now puts big advantage to Falcon. But on the other hand, I don't know what they have planned for Victor. There are options, of course. But curious to see which one they'll take. They won't pick up the fireworks remote. So that is an option for Falcon to use that in order to get Victor. He still has left his chef's disguise at top of the stairs. And now he's likely gonna go and pick up his smuggle. By the looks of things. One likely very silent assault rifle in the bag for Falcon. Who now just needs Viktor Novikov in a secluded spot. Ready to put an AR bullet to his head. He will now switch into this chef's disguise first. Trigger the explosion. There it is. She went for a nice bath in the bathtub there, it seems. Ragdoll fitting that perfectly. And now grabbing Palace staff. I'm very curious to see what his plan for the Victor kill is. He's 7 minutes in game already. It would be a very, very big restart. Should he decide to restart. Dynaso, on the other hand, is 2 minutes in game again. This time it seems to work better for him. He's behind these guards. Camera is taken care of. Ooh, Falcon, I think, did the fireworks, but wanted to get him into the stairwell, but he did choose another path from where he was going.
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Falcon now tries to get Victor outside here is definitely having some troubles. He's trying to get multiple people distracted with this one fire extinguisher. Now he can get someone else.
No, never, never. Not for me. Not for you, bud.
Maybe this is a way for Falcon to still salvage his run. If that distraction is now only heard by Victor, it is indeed Falcon meters away from exiting his run. There's the headshot on Viktor Novikov. Bodyguard disguise right there, and the helicopter is there to exit as well. Everybody's still staring at the sky, looking at the nice fireworks, and we can see him 10 minutes, 14 seconds pressed done. There it is. And Falcon with two strat-wise longer runs, but played it much more safely in these last two maps, able to get the edge over Dynaso and win this two-parted match with a 6-for-2 score. And Dynaso immediately going offline. That is very, very understandable. He was audibly unhappy about that. But very nice play played from him. He did have the strats. Sadly, the execution lacked a little bit. But that now brings us to the current standings. Both of these players were on 0 points before this round. Falcon now is in 25th position on a 1 point, tied with everyone from 22nd. No, actually not tied, because they have a different Buchholz score. So he is technically in 25th right now, while Dynaso will remain in 43rd. Also not tied with everyone. So yeah, but this was just the second round of 6. So yeah, still plenty of rounds to go. Both these players could still catch up and make it to the knockout stage. But yeah, we do have some more matches upcoming. Notably, the next one, Mu versus Script on Santa Fortuna and Marrakesh, played in just over 20 minutes. Casted by the one and only GK Punk over on his YouTube channel, I believe. After that, we will have a match very early tomorrow morning, 1 a.m. Central European Summertime. Nezuko-chan is going to face off against Apricope on Sapienza and Woodland Creek. And then tomorrow, the matches will continue at 11, 14, 16, and 19 o'clock Central European Summer Time. The last matches of round 2 will conclude, as we can see there. And afterwards, tomorrow at, I think, 22 o'clock Central European Summer Time, the round 3 matchups will be drawn. Okay, at 22, the round officially closes, and at 23, the matchups will be drawn. All right. I guess at this point, all I've left to say is to thank you all very, very much for watching across this two-parter. It's been a pleasure to cast it. Thanks to GK Punk for adminning this match for us, and thanks to the two players for playing. And congratulations to Falcon for this win, and best of luck to both of them for the remainder of the Swiss stage. Thanks all of you for watching, and I hope to see you soon in another Roulette Rivals match. Thank you, and goodbye.